Do you want to know the 9 fashion mistakes making you less stylish and how to fix them? Well, watch this video. I'm Erica Ball, a personal stylist and wardrobe stylist in Los Angeles, California. I work both with women, men, and teens, but I also work in the entertainment industry and style for big brands and commercials. So I try to make a new how-to style video every Thursday. So if you're new here and this is something that you'd like to watch more of, go ahead and click that subscribe button for new videos. There are 9 common fashion mistakes that I'm guessing most of us have made a few of. So the first fashion mistake is to buy something because you liked how it looked on someone else. Now that someone else might have been someone you saw on Pinterest or Instagram or an influencer or somebody walking down the street. But if it's not somebody that has your similar coloring, your similar body type, even your similar lifestyle, it might not be the best fit for you. So when you like something that you've seen on either a visual platform like Instagram or a person walking down the street, check that they have your similar body type and similar coloring. That'll help you know whether or not that item will also work for you. But I've stepped into a lot of closets with people that have bought something because they saw it on an influencer or they saw it on a friend and they thought they just loved it. But when it's in their closet, it doesn't really work for their body type. That influencer might have been 5'7" and they're petite, they're 5'2". And that's gonna look, those proportions are gonna look different on different body types. So you wanna pay attention to those things. Also, when you're seeing something on a visual platform, a lot of times there's lighting that goes into it. There's special styling tricks, making things look perfectly in a photo that may in real life not translate. So again, the rule here is if you're gonna buy something that you saw on somebody else, make sure they have similar body type and similar coloring to you. And make sure you can return it. You don't wanna buy anything that you can't return. You wanna make sure it works in your life, in your wardrobe, and on your body first. Another common fashion mistake most of us are making or have made in the past is to buy something on sale, but it's not the right size. So whether this is you think it's a great deal and whether it's a pair of pants that are your ideal size, but you're not there yet, but they're a great price, so you want to buy them. A lot of times what ends up happening is they end up just hanging in your closet with the tags on and you don't really get to it. I have worked with very few people that have bought something on sale that was the wrong size that then at some point actually worked for them. It also works with shoes too. I know I have done this many years ago. I loved this pair of heels, but when they went on sale, they only had a size smaller than what my normal shoe size is. And somehow I convinced myself that it would work. And so I bought them and couldn't return them because they were final sale and never wore them because they didn't fit. They weren't comfortable. They were too small. So when you're buying something, make sure it's the right size, even if it seems like the best deal ever. Now, there is one exception to this rule. If you're buying a special piece, a vintage item, a wedding dress, those things, clothing-wise, if you size up, if they're a size bigger, you can get them tailored. As long as it's something that doesn't have a lot of detail like embroidery or special stitching or sequins where it's not gonna be as easy to tailor or it's gonna be super expensive to tailor, you wanna skip those pieces. But if it is something that is a special item and you feel like it can be easily tailored and not gonna be too expensive to tailor it, then that's the exception I would make. Next fashion mistake a lot of us are guilty of making or have made in the past is the occasion buying mistake. So buying items for occasions, special occasions, date night, you have an event coming up for the weekend, you don't want to be shopping last minute for these pieces because chances are it's going to be really hard to find an item that you absolutely love for that piece. You're going to end up buying something instead because you need it as opposed to you really love it. I think it's much more effective to buy 1 or 2 dresses that you love, that you've seen, that you know you'll have an event for sometime in the future to wear, and they're classics so they'll still be in style. I think it's more important to buy them when you find them because then when you have the event, you don't have to go scrambling and just looking for something to buy. I kind of do the same thing with pieces that I love. If I find something that I absolutely love and it's classic, maybe it's an item that would be more for a night out. And even if I don't have anything planned, I know at some point I'm going to be going out again and I'll want to wear something special. I don't want to be scrambling the day of, the day before, the week of looking for something that I love. If I find something that I love now and I know my style is classic, then I'm going to buy it now. The next mistake is spending your wardrobe budget on trends. Now, trends come and go. That's what trends are. They'll be in for a season. Sometimes, rarely, they'll last for more than a season or 2 or 3 seasons. But you don't want to be spending your money on trends. 1 or 2 trends that you're interested in or you want to have fun with. Yes, if you have the extra budget and you already have your foundational wardrobe pieces in place, then sure, you can get 1 or 2 of those trend items that you know are gonna just come and be here for a season or 2 and have fun with. But you don't want to fill your whole closet with these trend items. I like to think that whatever your wardrobe budget is, I wouldn't recommend spending more than 5 to 10% of that on trends. The next fashion mistake kind of relates to the last one. And again, if you've been watching my videos or following me for some time, you have heard this from me before. Focus on quality over quantity when it comes to your wardrobe. Having fewer high quality pieces will actually allow you to have more options. I promise. If you have less pieces in your closet that are higher quality, that are classic, that are pieces that you love, you will have many more options to dress than if you had multiple closets, multiple walk-in closets, multiple drawers where you just had lots of stuff. The next fashion mistake you might be making is to go shopping without a shopping list. If you don't know what's in your closet, if you don't know the gaps that are missing, if you haven't assessed or done a recent closet edit to figure out those pieces that would be really useful, don't go shopping until you have a shopping list. It's kind of like going to Target for 1 or 2 items and walking out with $300 worth of stuff. You want to have a shopping list because it helps you fill in the gaps of the things you're actually missing. What I recommend, once you have these foundational wardrobe pieces, whether it's from a capsule wardrobe or the foundational bags and shoes that you need, once you have those pieces set and you love them and they're the great quality, then when you go shopping, you can kind of try other things or not have a shopping list. But before that, if you're missing pieces, if you ever step in front of your closet and say to yourself, I have nothing to wear, do not shop without a shopping list. The next fashion mistake that we may be guilty of is when we're wearing something that's safe versus something that we actually love. If you're wearing something that's not going to get an opinion from another person, whether that's a good opinion or a bad opinion from them, but you're not wearing it because you're afraid of a bad opinion, that is something I would avoid. You want to wear things that you feel amazing in. Even if it's something that I recommend or somebody else recommends that you shouldn't wear, if it's something you feel great in, that is the number 1 rule. If you don't hear anything else, that's the number 1 rule. You want to feel great in what you put on your body, because what you put on your body will then affect how you feel and will affect how you engage with the world around you, with the people around you, and your relationships. So your clothes should be something that you feel great in. It shouldn't be something that you're putting on to hide from the world, or clothes that you're putting on because you don't want to stick out. If that's not authentic to you, then I would say that's a fashion mistake you're making. Next mistake I have definitely been guilty of, especially in the last 2 years. I'm guessing most, if not all of you, have also been guilty of it, and it's not getting dressed up for the day. Now, I completely understand life has been a little bit different the last 2 years, and dressing up has consisted mostly of loungewear and athleisure wear for most of us on a good day. But if you want to step into your life, it's important to dress for your day. It's important to put on something that you love. Now, it could be loungewear, it could be athleisure wear, it could be something more casual, but you want to make sure that it's something that you feel good in, not something that you feel like you're still in your pajamas and you're not ready to start your day. So really just dressing for your day, dressing for the day you want to have, will help you in the long run. And the final styling mistake that I see people make and that I recommend against is not balancing your outfit proportions. So what this means is basically if you're wearing a tight fitted top, you don't want to pair it with a tight fitted bottom. If you're wearing a baggy top, you don't want to pair it with a baggy bottom. I see people do this on both sides all the time, and it just doesn't look put together. It doesn't look polished. It kind of looks a little bit like if both things are oversized, it looks sloppy. If both things are too tight, it looks kind of inappropriate sometimes. But I just recommend balancing your outfit proportions. If you're wearing a blouse, a flowy blouse on top, wear something that's more fitted on the bottom, like a pencil skirt or a fitted jean or pant or legging. It just balances your proportions. And that's the end of today's video. I hope it was helpful. And if you're new and you're not subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And I'd love it if you guys give this video a like. It helps other people that may need this content also find my videos. So I really appreciate that. So thank you all for being here and hope you have a great week, and I'll see you in the next video.